hooking up with a 17-year-old high school girl.
Okay.
And I've read about it first on your blog, because I know this is an issue you've talked about a lot, because you dated a lot of women who are 18 to 25. And I didn't pay any attention to it, so a day or two go by, that's fine. And I thought, oh, let me just make a video, and I'm learning this new way of editing video where I can include pictures. And so let me make a video, let me just include some pictures of this really hot 17-year-old Elisa Kruger. And if I'm going to learn some new technology, let me do it by, working with pictures of hot chicks. So I make a video, when will professional athletes learn that hooking up with high school chicks is not the path to lasting happiness? So I remembered like 3 years ago I did a video with Matt Leinart. There were some pictures came out of him in a hot tub with 4 different college girls. And so I just made a video and I said, look into Matt Leinart's eyes, you can see his soul dying, and this kind of promiscuous sex is only pleasurable for the first few decades. And you had some thoughts on this?
Well, yeah, my first thought was, well, let's just get right to it, right? Mm-hmm. I made a video last night. I think everybody who saw my video knows my thoughts because I went ad nauseum on this whole. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm talked out on it, on I'll just in 10 words or less say that I've dated many women, like you said, 18 to 25. I follow the Torah, I follow the law of the land. In the case of Mark Sanchez, the 3 states that are applicable, Connecticut, New Jersey, and New York, this is a woman. It's not a girl, it's a woman according to secular law. According to Torah, she's a woman. So to me, it makes no difference if she's 17, which she is, right, in those 3 states, if she's 24, or if she's 48, or if she's 107. She's a woman. She's an adult. This is a non-story. And the fact that people trash them, and they made it such a scandal, and they trash the 2 of them for having this relationship, it gets me upset, because I've been in relationships the same, and this could easily be me. So when you said it doesn't lead to lasting happiness, I got a little bit hurt by that. That hurt me.
I said hooking up with high school girls, so like transitory sexual relationships.
What's the difference though if she's 17 or if she's 27?
There's a
let me just start my thing.
There's not a Torah difference.
Let's say like she's a skank, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's the difference? What age she is when she's skanking? See, I'm not here to say that she's. I personally think that she was in it because she wanted a relationship with him. You're willing to argue with me, that's fine. We can get into debate about that. But even if she was a skank, even if she were, which I'm not saying she is, why does her age play into it? You know what I'm saying? It's like if she's 17 or 27, she can be just a big skank.
Which age females do you think get raped the most?
Raped the most?
Yeah.
Honestly?
Yeah.
I think it's people under 17. I think it's by their family member, probably when they're like 13 or 14.
It's basically from age 11 or 12 until about 17 or 18.
I'm going to disagree with that.
And then
family members.
And then after about age 21 to 25, it just falls off the continental shelf. Basically, rapists don't want to rape anyone over 25. So a woman's sexual desirability, a female sexual desirability, as measured by who wants to rape her, is basically from 12 to 17. So age matters. Like that is when females are at their most sexually desirable.
Okay.
People may not want to deal with that and say, oh, that's terrible. You can't bring in rape statistics. But I think rape statistics are a great way to measure what do men want to get with. So I think there's a visceral appeal to teenage girls that just makes it instantly, it just adds excitement and adrenaline to the discussion, because that's what men most want to get with. And it's great. There's a woman in there, telling me, oh, this is rubbish, but trust me, I think I know more what men want to have sex with than do most women.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. I think most men would prefer to, forget the balance of the law. If men could, they would prefer to have sex with 12 to 17-year-olds and 27-year-olds.
Okay.
And I too, I would date a 17-year-old high school student. Absolutely.
Okay. Okay. All right.
I wouldn't hook up with someone under 18, but like I've met amazing women who are 16, 17, 18.
Okay.
I just spend hours talking to. It's just invigorating to be around them. They don't have the layers of cynicism. Dating's the one thing that the more people do of it, the worse most people get. So there's all the difference in the world between a 16 and 17-year-old girl and a 26 and a 27-year-old, as far as cynicism, as far as defenses up against life.
I have said those words myself. I think that's in my book. If anybody's read my essays or read my book, I think I wrote that one of the things, the niceties of dating younger women as opposed to older women, is they don't tend to have that burnt out.
Yeah.
They don't seem to be so burned out and, like you said, negative,
like they're open to life.
Bitter.
They're open. They're eager to learn from you.
Yeah. And
they're eager to like tap your expertise. They're not bitter and angry, and they don't have like all these years of being screwed over by men and like develop complexes where they're like angry about it. And they're angry that life hasn't turned out as they expected, and they just have this. I don't know. They're just so exciting to be around.
I don't want to turn off all the. I don't want to lose all our older women viewers, but my experience has been that younger women, like you said, they seem a lot more eager to learn. They're not as set in their ways.
They're not as angry at me.
And they just have a fresher smile, happier, less bitter. Where a married woman who's happily married, who's my age, who's always been married, she's not going to be so bitter. But somebody who's single my age has either been passed over by every man in the world for 50 years, and she's very bitter, or she just got divorced, and she's been through that whole drama, and there's bitterness from that.
Right. So they want to know if I could love an 18-year-old. Is the Pope Catholic?
Okay, but let me ask you a better question.
Yeah.
Right now, could you fall in love with a 17-year-old?
Absolutely. I could fall in love with a 14-year-old.
Oh.
I wouldn't have sex with her, but I could absolutely fall in love with her.
Let me ask
you
this.
If social mores permitting, I could theoretically I could marry her.
Let's forget this. You see, part of the problem is the social mores here in California are going to be different than the one in New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut, because we have 18 as the legal age. California is like really machmir, which is surprising, you know what I mean?
Right.
Because we're supposed to be like this liberal state, but we're really conservative on that. We're 18. Connecticut is 16. New Jersey is 16, right? I'm just saying hypothetically, if you moved to New Jersey, right, and a 16-year-old Jewish girl was like, hey, Jewish woman, I should say, a Jewish woman, she was 16, came up to you, and she said, hey, Levi, man, you look so hot with your sunglasses.
I love your blog.
I love your blog, man. The whole ZZ Top thing going for you. You know, I'm really into that. You know, you don't take any shit from that rabbi, and
Right.
I'm thinking, I'd like to marry you, have you be, marry me, and we can get married this year. I'm 16.
That's it. Thank you, Jesus.
Who's Sylvia Cool? Who's that? Hi, Sylvia. Who is that? Do you know?
No.
Is that your friend just changed names?
No.
You can't do that here, can you? Okay. So,
and there's no difference in a Torah perspective.
No, Torah has just three things to say on this. Shmona Esrei l'chutbah. You get married at 18, right? That means start dating probably at 17 or 16.
You don't really date in the Torah perspective. You get married.
Okay. 18, you should get married. A woman is ready for marriage at 11 and a half in a day. She's an adult in terms of marriage at 11 and a half in a day. She can't have sex with you until she's 12 because she has to stay in her father's house.
And she may not even until she's 16. Like, you could marry a girl at 12, and it certainly happened in the Jewish tradition where they did not have sex for several more years after that.